Now, I invite Mr. Kenneth Jaiseelan, who heads the Human Resource Function of Tata Consultancy Services, who will be handling a topic, building and developing next new gen talent.
Very good afternoon to all of you. I don't hear the voice. That sounds better. I'm happy for two reasons. Number one, even after the lunch, the hall is full. Number two, in spite of the Pattu Saree exhibition here down floor, all women are here. Married men, don't worry. Your wife don't know there is an exhibition happening here. So your task is reduced. Friends, I have a request to the person, cameraman. நான் இங்கே இருக்கேன், என் மூஞ்சி நல்லா தெரியுது. இதில் வேற ரெண்டு மூஞ்சி இங்கே வேற. இதெல்லாம் பார்க்கணுமா? ஆனால் அதெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டு அப்படி திருப்பி இவங்களெல்லாம் காமிச்சிங்கன்னா அட்லீஸ்ட் அவங்க மூஞ்சியை பார்த்து சந்தோஷப்படுவாங்க அப்படின்னு என்னுடைய ஃபீலிங். அதுக்கு மேலே உங்களுடைய விருப்பம். பண்ணுங்க திருப்பி பார்த்துக்குங்க. இது என்ன என்னுடைய டெக்னிக் என்னன்னா, நீங்கள் உங்கள் மூஞ்சி இங்கே பார்க்கல தூங்காமல் இருப்பீங்களா, அதுதான், வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை. என்னுடைய ஹிடன் மோட்டிவ்ஸ் அவ்வளோதான். Interesting topic. Gone are those olden days when I was a kid. I used to look at my granddad. As soon as he gets up, he stretches his hand on left side and goes and takes a spectacle. Searches to expand his horizon of vision. I mean this vision. Today, in our day-to-day life, each one of us get up, immediately pick up what? Mobile. Let's give you a big hand of applause. All of you are acknowledging to this, I'm sure. Everybody picks up that mobile. And as Shiva put it rightly, the smart mobiles. That's where the digital world that we are in. There, we expand the horizon of the vision that we want to achieve. That is the digital world that we are in. So this horizon of our visionary approach, if it needs to be achieved, our great leader Abdul Kalam said, dream. Dream the dream that never allows you to sleep. Not the dream that you daydream. Your daydreams are the dream that just ask for pillows and bed sheets in the classroom and give your students that sleep, okay, let me sleep so that I get some dreams. That's not the dream that we are talking about. Good. We are all here teachers. I also acknowledge myself. I have taught for about 10 years, a decade I have taught. After that I have moved into this corporate life, so I can easily associate and connect with you people. We teach, students study. Am I right? Do we do that? So there is a process of teaching and there is a process of studying happening in the one institution. What is the connectivity between these two? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between, let's put it this way. What is the difference between learning and studying? Study only for the semester. I am focused. I need to get the scores. I am focused on that. Great. Sorry? Learning is lifetime. Fantastic. To cut short, because I am given only 20 minutes, I'll focus, ensure that I finish it in 20 minutes. Shiva was talking. Shiva, I'm sorry, I'm taking your name here. Shiva was talking about his childhood experience and later part of his professional experience, but one part he missed out. I am taking that story. He was in love with a girl. Now the same girl he is married to, don't worry, okay, no misconceptions. And this girl invited him for one day to her house. And now this handsome guy gets up, comes, gets ready, goes there, and as he wants to enter into the house, there is a gate that's latched. And there was a pretty dog inside. And the dog realized this guy is scared of me. So the dog coolly comes, opens the latch and lets him in. And he gets in. And the darling waiting inside is coming out. Hi, darling. Yeah, yeah, come on. Yeah, yes. You know, darling, I love you so much, but I love my pretty dog much more than you. Okay? But, do you know one thing? I've taught my dog to whistle. I've taught my dog to whistle. Wow. Shiva was taken off. Dog can whistle? Interesting fact. Let me experience that. So he goes closer to the dog and says, come on, whistle, whistle. The dog doesn't respond at all. After a while, he put all his skill set that he has been trained and he whistles to experience that the dog whistles. Still, the dog did not respond. Goes to the darling. Darling, I mean, not you, that, okay. That, darling, see this. You told me that you have taught this dog to whistle. And this dog doesn't respond. Darling, I'm telling you the same. I have taught this dog to whistle, but I never told you that it has learned to whistle. So friends, professors, lecturers, teachers, whatever the designation that we are in, what is our role? Am I here to create an opportunity for studying? Am I here to create the opportunity for knowing? Or am I here to create an opportunity for learning? If it is learning, it should always invite for change of behavior. Simple definition. As far as I am concerned, if there is a learning, it should invite for a change of behavior. The day it doesn't invite for a change of behavior, there is no learning. So are we all focused on that? Am I ready for that to create as a lecturer, as trainers, as teachers? Am I creating that learning environment for my students? Going to the travel of 2020, talent pool, how they would be. What is that I am going to create a talent pool? The attrition, there was a question. Retention, there was a question. My point of focus is going to be only one topic that I will talk about for a few minutes. This should answer all your questions. What drives people? What drives people? If I have to be in a job, what drives me? If I have to speak here, what drives me? If before the lunch, if I am talking here, you are talking, and the lunch smell is already there, the drive is there. Biological drive. If I am here, okay, Shiva says, Shiva, Kenneth, I have this program, you come and do it. I pay you 10,000 bucks. Okay, 10,000. This 10,000, okay, that drives me. Given for something. There is a reward, that drives me. Friends, there was a research done around this in Cambridge with MIT students. Simple tasks, some challenges were given to the students. The challenges were related to kind of memorizing things, solving puzzles, coming up with new ideas, or kinesthetic activities. All these are the challenges that are given to the students. There was a reward mechanism established. A reward mechanism was very, very simple. What would drive to check that? Lower performers, certain level of reward. The medium level of performance, there was a certain level of reward. Higher the performer, the higher most the rewards. That is our usual trend that we do it in our day-to-day life. Based on your percentage of performance, 100% fantastic. I give you 150% of hike. 80%, okay, somewhere. 50%, okay, somewhere lower. This is how it was designed for this activity also, this research. For the lower and medium level performance, there was a consistency of performance and increase in the performance. But to the top level, who performed the highermost earlier, consistently if you check, their performance declined. The research proved that it is declined. How is that 150% of hike is given, but still the performance goes down? But so there is something drive that is lacking there. When they went about researching still further, they found all these reward mechanisms are applicable towards anything that we do simple task oriented or kinesthetic activity oriented, just kind of that labor kind of activity, this kind of incentives will work. But they wanted to just test this research. Though they did it over there, this research was again done in a country. Do you know where? In India. Do you know in India where? The same place where we are in, Madurai. This research was again reproduced in the same way. Lower, 2 weeks salary. Medium, 1 month salary, more. And higher performance, 2 months salary. The same result. Lower, medium, the same level of performance was there, but the higher, it diminished. Where the diminish was, it was found out, we are moving into the digital world. I'm telling you, where the diminish was, all that involved cognitive process. Wherever your task was involved in cognitive process, it is not that you give by rewards of money and all those things drives, but it is something beyond. There is something that beyond that drives you. What is that drive? That drive that can take care of our retention. That drive that can address the attrition. All that about. Let me summarize few points on that. When I meant the simple tasks are the kinesthetic kind of activities. Kinesthetic labor, we are involved. We are supposed to throw the ball from here to here. Simple tasks, SIPOC, define, you do that. These are all kinesthetic. Move the bottle from here to that table, serve, all these are kinesthetic. But when you are made to think, today's the world, I tell you, the best lot of people that we have, thinkers are in India. We have the greatest thinkers. But do we really multiply them? Is the task of ours. Those thinkers won't be just motivated by the reward mechanisms that we have, usually that we follow. So we need to look at alternatively. What is that alternatives? 3. Number 1. In today's world, I'm sure you and me will experience the children that you work with, or my children, my own kids that I just live with them. First and foremost, they prefer autonomy. They want autonomy. They want to be themselves. They desire to be themselves and being their best. Can we create an opportunity for being themselves? In colleges, how many times do we give them the freedom to do their project the way they want, and I want the result? Not the way that our panelists were discussing about, copying kind of it. But give them the challenges to produce a research that would be related to your own campus or to the social life that is there, something ask them to do. I'm just giving you some of the examples that are practiced in some of the industries. How autonomy could be lived and given to this new generation that we are looking at, 2020. Number 1, have you heard of this company FedEx? FedEx. And what is their specialty? Very good. Delivery in what? 24 hours. Their target is 24 hours delivery is they want to achieve. Keeping that FedEx, there is an IT company they followed, FedEx Day. You know FedEx Day? FedEx Day, you just let free with whomever you want to be, with whomever you want to hang out, with whichever the team that you want to, no designation, no responsibility, nothing like us kind of, you will be bound with boundaries. But rather, you are let free for next 24 hours. But at the end of the 24 hours, what do you produce? That matters. At the end of the 24 hours, if you bring in kind of innovative things, there is like what Ganeshan was talking about. Award for innovations may not fetch you results. But if you give them this freedom to do, their innovation falls in place. There is the drive that they will stay in the organization. Am I creating that platform? We as HR people, we are all challenged in that way. Am I creating that platform in this organization? And applicable for each one of us, even at home, for my kids. Second example for autonomy. Do I have time? Am I running short of time? I have 5 more minutes. That's the permission, okay? There is another example that said, I'm BPO industry கேள்விப்பட்டிருங்க, call centers. BPO-னாலே உங்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் வருது அந்த ஒன்று தான், மற்றது எதுவுமே தெரியாது, ஆனால் அது ஒன்று மட்டும் தெரியும், the call centers. There is a call center of a shoemaking company, online shoemaking company in Australia. You know what they have, the policy is? Usually call centers, these people are put under training, 60 days, 90 days, this is what you need to train, this is how you will pick up, you will say how, what word you will say, everything is written and pasted there, they will only follow that. நீ பாவம் கஷ்டப்பட்டு எனக்கு ஃபோனில் கனெக்டிவிட்டி போச்சுன்னு சொல்லி கால் பண்ண, ஹலோ, you will be tense and that girl will start saying, hello sir, see, all these process that person will start following. But this call center, no, they designed the way. You be the way you want to be. You connect with the customer, what is the problem? If you are able to solve the problem, rest all yours. Prepare your desk the way you want. That is autonomy. Just one more example for the autonomy part of it is that one another IT company has got the practice of calling it I know we go to all these puthi shops, 50% off, ஒன்று வாங்கினா ஒன்று ஃப்ரீ, ஒன்று வாங்கினா 2 ஃப்ரீ, அந்த மாதிரி கான்செப்ட்லாம் இருக்குது. பட் இந்த கம்பெனியில் என்னென்னா 20% of your time off, 20% in a week. In a week, how many hours do we work? 48 hours, 45, 48. 48 hours in, what is the 20% of the timing? I'm very poor in mathematics. 9 something, okay? 9 something, 9 hours, almost, it's a day's work. Is it 9? 9 months something. It's almost a day's work. You are let free. You can do anything and everything. Whatever you want to do, you can do. You are completely let free. You know, how many of you work with how many of you have mails? Do you all connect with the mails? How many of you work with the Gmail? I can see a many lot of hands over there. You know one thing? This Gmail was not a project, designed project to come up. This came up during this 20% of off time that was given to that company. Now you can relate to. So, the autonomy can bring in innovation. Autonomy can feel that loyalty to that organization. Autonomy can bring in that I am attached to that organization. Autonomy can bring in that self-satisfaction. There I ensure my retention is high. My attrition is reduced. That is one part. The other part, the second one is, I'll go faster. And what the coding that they are writing, they teach the students to a dual benefit. One, they learn in the organization, they mastery doing it in the school. The benefit to the organization, benefit to the associate, and to the society. So anything and everything that we do, employment-based intrinsic motivation comes through while we are mastering over what we do. So you and me are invited for this. Today, if I am here to talk here, it is not that for the purpose of something that is hidden. I am very, very clear. I want to develop my public speaking skill. I am very clear about it. There is an intrinsic motivation that I have. So each one of us, the way you want to do it, choice is yours. Left to you. Third, the most important. Why are you here for? Why are you all here for? Any idea? Sorry? Fine-tuning? Learning? Meeting HRs? சார் சிம்பிளாக சொல்லுங்கள் சார், நான் வந்து ரெக்ரூட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு எனக்கு என் காலேஜில் யாராவது வரணும் சார். அப்படியா? உண்மை, அதுதான் உண்மை. I am sorry, I will completely disagree to that. My purpose. In any task that you do, if you don't have a purpose, don't do it. The purpose of life, the purpose of actions will have to be actually identified. And that purpose, when it is for a larger thing, your action will be successful. If your purpose is for you, for the society, for the larger picture, if you have, your activity will be successful. Look at organizations. The organizations which are driven by only profit motive, look at their growth trend. Look at organizations which are with purpose for the larger picture, look at their growth. Compare them. I am very sure these organizations which has got the purpose behind their activities, they will be successful. Do you know what we chase behind? We chase in our day-to-day life, like the dog and the bone. நல்ல வீட்டில் அந்த போனில் ஸ்கின் எல்லாமே எடுத்துரும், அந்த போன் மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும். அதை அப்படி தூக்கி போட்டதான் அந்த நாய் வந்து கவிக்கிறோம். The dog will just take that, do all this, everything will happen. But it will leave it for a while. Then after some time, you know what happens? It will go and play and come back again, pick the same bone. Already there is nothing. But still that will go and bite that bone here and there, left and all those play and go back and again come back to the same bone. We are chasing a life like this. Don't chase a life like this, like the dog and the bone. Have a life, have purposeful life. Friends, these three things I stated. Number 1, autonomy. Number 2, mastery. Number 3, purpose of every action that we do. How am I going to? I have given you certain examples what we do in the organization. How am I going to create that in the colleges? That is going to be the success story for every retention, for every attrition that happens in the organization, or we are going to create the future. You know, we have seen all these baby boomers realize only after 60 and all those things, think, okay, Bill Gates earned all those things, finally came to a stage, what have I done to the society? Then they realize later part of it. But if we can create that, cultivate that mindset in our students now, contribution, we have a practice called, in TCS we have called something called purpose for life. If every associate can contribute 10 hours in a year to the society, he is contributing. He is creating a purpose for his life. So likewise, I invite all of you that we create an opportunity. We create an opportunity for autonomy. We create an opportunity for mastery and also define the path towards creating the purpose. Before I conclude, to be successful, to make sure that our students are successful, 1, let their feet become dirty. Let their hands become dirty. Let their hair be messy. But let their eyes be sparkling. That speaks the language. Thank you very much.